So the other day I went to the Mac store and I noticed that it was a lot of changes. Mind you, let me start from the beginning. I've been a Mac girly since I first started wearing makeup. Like it was like I graduated from high school in 2007. So if you were a girl who was into makeup like me, like mind you, I was just kind of new at putting it on for a regular. I wasn't able to wear makeup regularly until I was 14. That was my sophomore year in high school. No, 15. 15 was my sophomore year in high school because I was a junior. 16, 17. Okay, yeah. I graduated when I was 17, but I was 15 my sophomore year in high school. So that's when I was able to start wearing makeup. And mind you, I couldn't just have just like this super dramatic beat face, but I could wear some light foundation or powder, eyeshadow, some mascara, some type of lip color or whatever. And then once I got to my junior year, I added lashes to the thing because that was like I was a dancer and I've been a dancer my whole life, but when I got in high school, I was a dancer as a majorette, like for the band. Drumline was a big movie out when I was in high school, so we had like Battle of the Bands was real crucial then. So we was wearing lashes, so the lashes was introduced to me my junior year when I got to kind of stray away from only using mascara. However, you was that girl if you wore some MAC. Like MAC was, you had the lip gloss, Ruby Woo red lipstick, and of course the foundation. Like that was like the basic necessities for the girlies who we thought we was really into makeup. Those were the basic necessities for the MAC girlies. Like I said, I've been into makeup very young. Like I was really, really into wearing makeup when I was a little bitty kid. Like I used to get my ass whooped for messing around in my mama's makeup. My great grandma would keep me during the day when I was a little bitty girl. And when I tell you, I would go into whatever makeup or rouge, what she used to call like the blush and stuff like that, and I would paint her walls with it. I would put it on my lips and kiss the walls with it, and she would just let me do whatever I wanted to just so I could keep quiet. But I've been into makeup for a long time, since I was about 3-4 years old. I started learning to apply makeup. I naturally knew how to apply makeup, like, again, being a dancer. When I was a dancer, our parents, and once you got like 10 years old, your parents weren't allowed to come, back to help you unless they were signing up to volunteer. Or my mama used to want to, of course, she's want to watch the full show, whether we were doing like a Christmas show or recital or whatever. She wanted to, watch the full show. So I learned to do my own makeup. I learned to do my own makeup so well that I was doing girls older than me their makeup. So I knew how to do makeup at 11 years old, to where I was just super excellent, I would say, but I can do it better than some of those for sure. So we get back to me being in high school. Like I said, MAC was for the girlies who was really into makeup. We thought we was the bad and bougie girls. I've always been that type of character. Again, I'm a Leo, so that may explain a lot of. I have a really strong personality, and I try my best to tone it down as much as I can, because really I don't have to say a word. My presence is loud on its own. But yeah, before I get into all of that. So the girlies, we used to love our MAC, my little crew of friends. And so much to where, again, MAC can be very, very thick makeup if you don't know how to apply it on. So, again, we were kind of experimenting with knowing how to really use MAC. So, at the time, I really still had some clear skin, so I really didn't need too much. I would get a pimple here and there or whatever, but I didn't need too much makeup. And sometimes I would overdo it. But again, I was learning, and people still like my makeup because, mind you, I'm in high school. I'm applying all these different color shadows, and I'm really just playing around and just learning the craft. While I'm just like, yeah, I'm that girl. I use MAC. Anytime I could get a little money, I would go and buy me an eyeshadow color or something like that. I wear MAC makeup. While, the girls who wasn't into makeup like that but was trying to be into makeup, They was going to get kissed. They went to the hair store. So yeah, I just knew I was that girl because even for Christmas, I want a MAC gift card. So I would get like a MAC gift card or something like that from Christmas from somebody, my daddy, somebody would give me a MAC gift card along with every else that would buy me. As long as I had that MAC gift card to go get me two eyeshadows or because eyeshadows, you know, if you buy them in a single, that was like $12 for a piece. Go get me some foundation, some powder, whatever. Give me a MAC gift card. But yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'm shitting on y'all going to the hair store getting kissed in NYX or NYX. Like, y'all want to get this drugstore makeup, baby. I use MAC. Okay. So at that time when I was growing up, MAC was so popular. You wasn't really getting into all the different brands of makeup. Like MAC was that girl of the makeup. But I say that because now today, when I went there, mind you, I'm old faithful to using the foundation. I think I got it right here. I'm old faithful to using Studio Fix. I always bounce between NC40 and NC44. NC40 is like my winter color. NC44, when I start tanning in the summer, I always get NC44 because I don't be in the sun too much, but I be in the sun enough to where, you know, I'm a bronze a little bit. And I try to make sure that when I do bronze, it's even. But I've been using Studio Fix forever. Again, it's different now because like if you're like then when I was the makeup girl, well, I thought I was a makeup girl, I was getting into makeup, I only had MAC products. Now I have some of everything. Like if you are into makeup, then you know that you probably got 50 million brands of makeup, from eyeshadows to primers to face foundation primers to eyeshadow primers, mascara. You don't have just one brand of makeup. Like again, I got my Studio Fix, and I also use NARS. I like their foundation, which that's right here too. Like I like NARS. I like Dermablend for like the CC cream, which is kind of like a tinted moisturizer. I got Fenty blushes and Fenty mascara. I got so many different brands of makeup in my case. And when I went into MAC the other day, first of all, I was mad at MAC. I had an attitude with MAC, and let me tell you why. So I walked up into Dillard's because I went to the counter. I didn't go to the MAC store. I went into, it's a Dillard's not far from my house. I went to Dillard's. I went to the actual MAC counter within Dillard's. And I was just so confident that here I have my, because I have multiple foundations, and so my MAC one, I would really only use if I'm really, really going out and about because it is very long lasting, makeup. It does not, it doesn't make me get oily or anything like this. So when I'm going somewhere important, that's when I would use my Studio Fix. I don't use it just for my everyday looks. But I went in there and I need some more Studio Fix. So I went in there and I brought my old one that was empty, my old Studio Fix that was empty, and I brought it in there and I was just like, hey, y'all still take the empty containers or whatever? So she said, yeah, but we don't give the discount anymore. So I'm just like, what? Like, I beg your pardon? Excuse me? And she was like, yeah, we don't give the discount anymore. We'll take it though. And so mind you, I'm just like, I also have like 3 empty containers of lipstick at home too that I meant to grab, but I left them. But I was just really just like, I need my little discount. Like, what you mean y'all don't do the benefit no more? So she's like, yeah, we don't, but I can still help you. We'll still take it because I guess they recycle. So I'm just kind of like, I don't even want to give it to you now, but yeah, here. And so she was like, do you need me to match you? And so I was just like, because by then I'm looking around and I'm noticing they have some additional like colors. They got some additional foundation colors, and it's, a lot of new things. And so I was just like, like, yeah, maybe you do need to do another match to see if you need to do another match for me. Like, I see I got some new foundation colors. So she was just like, yeah, I can match you. So I was like, luckily I was glad I had went in there without any makeup on. So I was just like, yeah, you ain't gotta wipe nothing off or mess up my look. So yeah. Let's go ahead and do another match to see if I'm a different, color or whatever. Needless to say, I was still NC40, but again, I told you I was like, give me NC44 so I can, go on and start, being prepared if I get a tan, because we still got about 3 more months left for summer, and I gotta make it to October. Summer don't start to October in Texas. I mean, fall don't start to October in Texas, so I still got ways to go, and it don't even be fall. It be like it's still summerish. So I'm like, I gotta make it to October before, really, I can still go through October. I don't really start, if I do get a big tan, I don't start really, lightening up until like November or whatever. I start seeing some changes at least in, my skin complexion. But I was just like, let's just go ahead and do the NC44, which looked good, up against my skin too. It gave me a little razzle dazzle. But in there, I noticed, I was like, are they trying to rebrand slowly but surely? Because it's definitely time. It's definitely time for MAC to start rebranding. I saw they had some new little lip glosses in there that look like they target more of the teen crowd. Just the appearance of the packaging of those lip glosses that they had. I think they were made like coconut oil or something like that. But the packaging of it, I was just like, okay, it is time, because I feel that it is so many different like cosmetic lines. Everybody has a cosmetic line nowadays. Like, you got Rihanna with Fenty, you got ColourPop, you got Urban Decay, you got Kat Von D. You got it's too many to name. Anastasia Beverly Hills. But you have so many different makeup brands, and before you even get to, wear the brands, the packaging and the whole presentation and presence of them is, I think, what attracts the teenagers who really don't know what they're looking for. Because, as I got older and started using more makeup, that's when I started exploring how long it lasts on my skin. How does it mesh well with my skin? How does it set in my skin? Oily, dry skin, all these different things, which to have flawless makeup, the key to having flawless makeup over anything is your skin routine. If you don't have nice skin, ain't shit, it's all gonna be messed up on your face. Your skin routine, before you even put anything on your face, and you gotta do this on a daily, you gotta find the best skin ritual for yourself before you go sit in anybody's makeup chair and thinking that they're gonna perform a miracle on you. That was one of the reasons why I stopped doing makeup as a side hustle. Don't book me, don't ask me. I do not like doing makeup as a side hustle because people do not take care of their skin and they want you to perform a miracle. Drink water and find a skin, invest in your skin routine. That is so important for makeup to go on. Less can be more if you have a great skin routine. I do not even be needing a lot. I don't have a lot of foundation on. Don't get me wrong. I do a highlight, but again, I don't have a lot of foundation on my face. I have a light little with the foundation on. I go over with a setting powder. I did my highlight, my contour, my blush, my eyeshadow and stuff. I really don't have a lot of makeup. Makeup is not packed on my face. That's why it doesn't look cakey, because I don't need it to be cakey, because my skin underneath all of this is smooth, because I invest so much in keeping nice, smooth, clear skin. And I know it may be harder for others, but start with water. Drink a lot of water. If you're out drinking alcohol and smoking, those things, what you put into your body will show on the outside. What you put in will show on the outside. So start with a nice skin routine. Then start looking into what makeup you want to use. But back to MAC, I got off topic. I want them to really dig into rebranding. And my thing is, we are different. Like my generation, the millennials, we are a different group of people. We still like for things to look clean, sleek, and professional. I think that's why, we love the iPhone so much, because it just the whole the product. It just looks so just, I don't know how to put it. But if you know, you know. But Mac it just has that black professional appeal, like that is top notch. It looks like if you're going to go in their store, you gotta have money and you're gonna spend some money. It's for the professional makeup artist. That's what Mac gives me. If you're buying Mac, you do makeup. If you're buying Mac. But now these girls like to play. Don't get me wrong, they beat their faces, but they like to play. So I think Mac needs to rebrand some form of fashion. And I see it coming slowly but surely, because like I said, I saw the little lip glosses that they put out there. They had it was the typical Mac. That's all I can say. It wasn't the typical black, like just even like with their lipsticks. Let me see. Like, now this is empty, but this is now look. Ever since I started using Feel So Grand, this red lipstick right here, this is the best. I would never go back to Ruby Woo unless they stop selling this, and God forbid they stop selling this, because Feel So Grand, baby, is Ruby Woo times 10. Now Ruby Woo walked, so this bitch right here could run, but this I wouldn't. This red right here on my lips, baby. If you ever see red on my lips, this is what I got on. Feel So Grand, and I'll be feeling so grand. But this is pretty much how all MAC lipstick look like. I mean, not lipstick, makeup, period. Like, it looks, it's just black and silver. And it says MAC. And, and then you have, like, again, like I showed you my foundation. Black, like, it has this look. That's what it is. They're brushes, all black. The lipstick, the regular lipsticks, black. It's in my purse. But Mac, I want you to stay around. I don't want you to ever have to like get bought out or go, out of style. You are that girl, and we are loyal to you. Us millennials, we're loyal to you. But we gotta get the younger girlies on board too. Now I'm gonna teach my daughters, but we gotta get the younger girlies on board with Mac too, because right now they're going to ColourPop, Fenty, all these other little fun, little colorful Juvia's Place, and Ulta, Sephora, which I'm glad that you all are in Ulta now. But we gotta draw the young girlies in. We gotta draw the young girlies in to Mac and let them know what, baby, the real deal, where it came from, where Bad and Bougie came from.